Bocchi 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 Bocchi. What praise hasn't been said about Bocchi the Rock, and none without merit. This surprise anime hit of 2022 is still talked about, guessed about, and has been said to be the spiritual successor to whatever K-On! Did before it, to cute girls doing cute things genre. By a first-time director no less, Saito Keiichiro truly cooked with this one, and it did not stay as a one-hit wonder, since he went on and directed Frieren Beyond Journey's End right after. If you're not following Saito Keiichiro's career already, then what is wrong with you? You bet your ass that I'm glued to my screen when his next directed anime hits. Hey you YouTuber man, is this video just you gushing about Bocchi the Rock for minutes on end? Hasn't this been done before? Well no, because I think I have some interesting things to say about how the anime compares to the 4 manga it's based on. But before that, yes, I will spend multiple minutes gushing about the anime, so you got me there. Spoilers for the first season of Bocchi the Rock, and if you haven't watched it already, then you're missing out. What are you doing? Go watch it. Stop watching this and go get your hands on Bocchi, but don't bother her too hard. She might just pop. It's marvelous how good this anime is, and what a love letter it is to the 4 it's based on. Bocchi the Rock is hilarious in its delivery, relatable in its exaggerated depiction of social anxiety and introverts, joyful in its sweet and comforting character dynamics, uplifting in its message of breaking out of your shell and seeking out new experiences. You don't have to take my word in any of these, or if Bocchi the Rock is a love letter or not, since I would point you to read this translated interview of the staff behind Bocchi the Rock by Purisum, and translated by Sakuga blog. Link is down below. Actually, you should read all the articles on Sakuga blog about Bocchi the Rock. Kevin does a great job breaking down the animation of Bocchi the Rock. Links are in the description and they're a lot better than I could ever do. Bocchi the Rock follows Koto Hitori, Bocchi from now on, a social outcast who is literally me for real. To describe why Bocchi feels so relatable is hard to put in words, but I'll try. Bocchi is the anxiety that you experience when you would rather lose $5 than make one phone call. Bocchi is the hope that the party you're supposed to go would get cancelled. Bocchi is the joy you feel after you went to that party and were glad to. Bocchi is the sudden realization that you spent hours doing nothing instead of doing something productive. The way Bocchi spends entire series worrying how other people perceive her and how she keeps building these walls around her. There is something that almost everyone can relate in Bocchi. One of the most reassuring things you can take away from Bocchi is that you are not weird by just being yourself and sharing your passion. During Bocchi the Rock, Bocchi learns she no longer needs to hide herself. She has found out who she is and wants to be, she keeps rising and falling, and sometimes she makes no sense at all. Thankfully, she has a strong set of friends to figure that out. But before talking about said friends, let's talk about the adaptation and the animation itself. The adaptation has been praised to heaven and back, and it's easy to see why. How the team behind Bocchi the Rock brought it from paper to film is a marvel. I would not even call it safe. There are multiple segments that get bit experimental and weird in a good way. It's not even fully animated. There are multiple live action segments sprinkled throughout the show and they're all great. Bocchi even turns into a Blender file. Funniest shit I ever seen. The funny cutaways from 4 are present here and animated perfectly. There are obviously some things that the 4 can't do, like what the anime adds to these music performances. But there are small things that could have been in the 4 Take for instance these Beach Boys vibing, or Seiga's stuffed animal moment in the club. The cross-dressing segment with Bocchi, Ryu and Kita, and Bocchi's teacher in these flashbacks are also to my knowledge completely anime originals. The humor is also spot on, and I rarely laugh so much when I'm watching an anime. On that note, I am looking forward to My Dear Fred Nogotan that airs next anime season. The trailers make it look to be amazing. I should mention how charmingly unhinged the fanbase is. I could probably fill this entire video with memes of not taking medication to keep the dreams alive. The dreams like Kita is not Filipino. I also could definitely fill an entire video with gex. But tell me why, where all my band members have gone? Tell me where did they run? Anyway, let's talk about the characters a bit. Niga is the angel that gives Bocchi the first nudge forward to begin her life anew. Because even Bocchi and we all need a friend we can believe in. Niga makes Bocchi feel empowered and helps her to let go of the bad habits she cannot drop. Dorito Head is an enthusiastic drummer who wants Bocchi to join her band and she has big aspiring dreams of her own. Ryo is the bassist and Niga's best friend. She would just need to say a word. My dollars, my savings, my wallet would be hers. Ryo is an introvert like Bocchi, but she can actually function properly, even if that function is just begging for money. I think the author of Bocchi the Rock has vendetta against bassists, since they seem to be the most untrustworthy people in the series. Taki Kita is the runaway artist and the vocalist and so extroverted that her enthusiasm spreads to you as well. She has right to be heard, to be seen, to be loved, to be free and to be everything Bocchi needs. A complete contrast to Bocchi and they make a good team. So good of a team in fact, that all the collective fan brain mush made me forget that Kita had an unhealthy admiration for Ryu. Together with these three, along with Bocchi, they form the Kessoku band, and they try to reach their dreams. There is no drama here. This journey is filled with funny interactions, absurd humor, meta-commentary and encouragement between our band members. It is truly inspirational how well these four banter with each other. While Bocchi tends to be the butt of the jokes most of the time, the other members get their fair share. It's so welcoming and feels like the entire series is inviting me to come and dream with them, because there is a place they'll be. Seika is the elder sister of Niga and the manager of Starry, Gold and a big tsundere. At first glance, Seika feels all business, but more we go through the series, we learn that she's actually a big softie. Like a proper tsundere, and she is also the best girl. BA-san, the sound engineer of Starry, BA-san is the balance that eggs on Seika to get her true feelings out. BA-san is always in the background, doing her own thing, and it's cute. The last person I want to highlight is Kikuri, the drunk bassist who keeps making everyone second guess their relationship with alcohol. She is a dangerous attraction, drunk introvert in action, the worst influence that Bocchi could have in her life. I kid a bit, since she is actually rather thoughtful. It's just the alcohol that makes her act all weird. Turns out Kikuri and I share few similarities. Mainly, my liver is in terrible condition, please send help. I bet you already know all of this. And I could keep piling up the good qualities of Bocchi the Rock, but let's move on and talk about the 4 koma and how the anime adapts it. And most importantly, how surprised I was when I finally read it. Okay, the big surprise was that the manga is actually great. I did not kid you when I said that the anime was a love letter to the 4 koma, and you might be asking the following. Did you think that it was because everyone said that Bocchi the Rock is the new Keion? And yeah, I kinda did. Because everyone always says how Keion anime completely overshadows the manga. Don't feel bad for Keion though, they still got fans in Germany. I actually read Bocchi the Rock manga before rewatching season 1, so I was pleasantly surprised how often I found myself laughing at the same jokes. This is great, because my earlier praise for the anime is applicable to the 4 koma as well, so it didn't all go to waste. I haven't read or kept up with that many 4 komas and usually only read them when they're an extra in a standard manga. So it wasn't a high bar, but Bocchi the Rock manga also jumped to be my favorite 4 koma manga. Actually, I want to say that watching the anime will enhance your reading experience. If you need any more convincing that Bocchi the Rock is a perfect adaptation. A lot out of their jokes that I thought were anime original are actually in the manga. The numerous Bocchi faces, the exorcism, Bocchi popping like a balloon, Bocchi dying are all in the manga. And they are just as funny as in the anime. Anime does add a lot to these jokes, but the 4 koma is no slouch. Instead of these big musical stingers to enhance the big moments, the 4 koma turns them into a normal manga to enhance the emotional punches. I don't want to spoil too many of the jokes for you, because you should definitely read the manga, but I want to show you this panel because I burst out laughing. Detective Bocchi is on the case. Do you think there's room for a smaller Colombo? Oh, one more thing. The anime did change this one moment slightly, and it does not have the same implication as in the 4 koma. differences in translations or not, but that moment builds up with this one joke later in the manga. The anime also shuffles the jokes a bit, like this moment when Bocchi takes a big sniff of Niika. A small change, but still conveys the same feeling. It's stupid that this manga is as good as it is. It's stupid that I keep imagining how later parts will play in season 2. It's stupid how the anime does not invalidate the manga and it's still worth seeking out. It's also very stupid that this funny comedy 4-coma manga about cute girls doing cute things made me teary-eyed. If you don't want to read the entire 4-coma, then at least read the chapter 61, Offering Flowers of Love to the Stars. It's a flashback chapter focusing entirely on Ichi sisters and how Starry was born. I won't spoil you the details, but do you remember when I said that the manga switched from 4-coma to standard manga to enhance emotional moments? Yeah, this chapter is entirely in standard manga, and I reread it while writing this segment to confirm that, and yeah, I still got teary-eyed. Let's wrap this up. I'm glad I read the 4-coma and rewatched the season 1 right after. There's a lot of foreshadowing for the future, like this moment, or this offhanded comment, or this one line. Oh no, I made myself sad again. Go get your hands on the manga and read it, because I bet you've already watched the anime. If you're looking a place to start after the anime, then anime covers the first 21 chapters, so almost 2 full volumes. There are currently 77 chapters, so there are plenty left to cover for season 2. There is also a spin-off made by Kumicho, focusing entirely on everyone's favorite drunkard, which I think you could read, but it will spoil some characters for you. There is also this non-canon anthology manga that has multiple different authors. That's also a fun time if you're looking for more Bocchi the Rock in your life. I'm also really looking forward to what Seito Keiichiro will direct next. Perhaps Bocchi the Rock season 2, or maybe something completely new. Maybe this one, please, if it's looking for a director, or this one, or maybe this one, please, or maybe for something completely different, then please, this one. I want to cover Jellyfish Can Swim in the Night, but I think I will wait till it's done airing. Girl band anime fans have been eating good this season. I think next time we will cover a certain surprising hit that aired in 2022. The opening has been stuck in my head for weeks now, so look forward to that. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Hou军变前军，撤军。
粮草都在城中，为何撤军？